Nagaland government has decided to revoke its decision to regularize the 147 ad hoc and contractual posts of assistant professors and librarians. That's right, viewers. Briefing the media after a crucial cabinet meeting, Minister KG Kenye informed that the decision to revoke the regularization order was taken based on the interim report of the cabinet constituted high-powered committee. Kenye said that the high-powered committee has detected certain lapses of the higher education department which misled the entire cabinet and the government into a very awkward situation. The Nagaland cabinet minister also heaved a sigh of relief as the agitation demanding revocation of the government decision did not lead to any untoward incident. Minister KG Kenye maintained that the government reacted promptly and was sensitive to the demands of the aggrieved parties and the students' community. Besides, Kenye maintained that the government is very alert now and will ensure that there is no such future anomalies in any other department. So that is the big breaking news coming in from Nagaland at this point in time, viewers. The Nagaland government has decided to revoke its decision to regularize the 147 ad hoc and contractual posts of assistant professors and librarians. Briefing the media after a crucial cabinet meeting, Minister KG Kenye informed that the decision to revoke the regularization order was taken based on the interim report of the cabinet constituted high-powered committee. Kenye said that the high-powered committee has detected certain lapses of the higher education department which misled the entire cabinet and the government into a very awkward situation. The Nagaland cabinet minister also heaved a sigh of relief as the agitation demanding the revocation of the government decision did not lead to any untoward incident. Minister KG Kenye maintained that the government reacted promptly and was sensitive to the demands of the aggrieved parties and the students' community. And besides, Kenye said that the government is very alert now and will ensure that there is no such future anomalies in any other department. My colleague Sarah Konyak joins us over the phone line from Kohima for all the latest. So, big decision this and finally, success for the agitating the protesters who have been protesting for several days now. Sarah, tell us a little bit more about what are these anomalies that KG Kenye is referring to?
The cabinet has finally taken its final decision to revoke the regularization of the 147 contractual assistant professors and librarians. The minister and the government spokesperson, Mr. Kenye, did not highlight any of the anomalies that has been found in the interim report, as this is just a partial report of the high-powered committee. However, the government has given heed to the call, and as per the interim report presented by the high HPC, they have recommended to the cabinet that they have recommended to the cabinet that after thorough deliberations in their initial findings, they say that this is a fit case for a review and taking into consideration all the aspects of their study, which is still in the process. So the government have finally decided to revoke. However, this is just based on the interim report. The final decision of the cabinet, the segregation of these 147 contractual assistant professors and the librarians will be segregated, will be finalized only after the HPC submits its final report to the cabinet. Like I have mentioned, the minister in charge, the government spokesperson, have not mentioned the discrepancies and anomalies which has been found in the interim report. But definitely the minister said that if necessitated, then after the final report is submitted to the cabinet, the cabinet will bring it out in the public domain. And in this line, the government has also acknowledged that the department have misled the entire cabinet upon which the regularization decision to absorb the 147 teachers were taken into consideration. So he has acknowledged that this is a grave mistake from the department's side, and it has misled the entire cabinet, and which led to take the decision of regularizing these teachers. Ronak.
Right. So, Sarah, referring to what you just mentioned, the certain lapses that the Minister KG Kenye is referring to that were detected by the high-powered committee. Can you elaborate a little bit more on what are these lapses that he is mentioning?
Like I have mentioned, the minister, the government spokesperson did not get into the details of the initial findings of the HPC. However, he did mention that there has been lapses, but it has not been brought to the public domain. It has not been disclosed during the media briefing as well. Since this is just an interim report of the HPC, and the HPC had to double their findings, had to double it because of the tension surrounding. As we have witnessed yesterday, there was a brief moment. Situation got tense for a brief moment yesterday by the agitators outside the Department of Higher Education. But like it is very clear that these 147 contractual teachers were purely appointed on contractual basis, and the reason to regularize them does not arise. So this is one part, and since this has been happening from the year 2009, and the government had also issued some certain departmental rules and state rules for all the departments, where it is very clear that there will be no appointment of contractual teachers after 2016. This is a office memorandum which was issued by the state government. However, the department and the state government have violated their own service rules. So this is also one part which we have come to know. However, only after the final report is submitted to the cabinet by the HPC, we will be able to pinpoint the discrepancy and the lapses which the Department of Higher Education has made. And the government have, after this issue, the government have also mentioned that they will be more vigilant to ensure that such discrepancies does not arise in the other departments.
Right. And Sarah, lastly, needless to say, this is undoubtedly a big win for the agitators and the protesters. So any reactions coming from them at this point in time regarding the revocation of the order?
Well, it is a triumph win for all the student body organizations who have been agitating for the past many days for the revocation of these 147 contractual teachers. Well, the NSF had locked down the Department of Higher Education office early this morning. And after the cabinet has come out with its decision, they have unlocked the office. They have gone back to their respective office, to their headquarters. But however, they are not ready to give any statement at the moment, as they are waiting for the written order from the government. Only after that, they say they will give their comments.
All right, but Sarah Konyak, thank you. Yes, please continue, Sarah.
But indeed, this is a very big win. The CTN and the NNQF are still outside the Director of Higher Education, and all these student bodies organizations are still awaiting for the government to come up with a written order, as they have been kept in the dark with those verbal assurances being given by the government, and there is a trust issue between the student bodies and the government. So until and unless they receive the order from the government, the revocation order from the government, they will be stationed there at the Department of Higher Education, Ronald.